Okay, some don't make the animal sick, but will sick in the human. Okay, right. These zoonotic disease range from the minor illness to the strong illness, but sometimes fatal to death. Okay, all the zoonotic diseases are not equal. Some of the disease causing the mild symptoms or mild causing the mild effect, but some of the zoonotic diseases cause the severe causes and leading to death also. Okay, right. This is the just introduction about the zoonotic disease. The next one. Next question. What are the zoonotic diseases? What are the zoonotic diseases? The zoonotic diseases are referred to the transmission of disease between the animal and the human. Okay, it's clear. What is zoonotic? Zoonosis is referred to the transmission of disease between the animal and the human. Okay, right. Such diseases are termed as the zoonotic disease. Okay, the diseases, transmission of diseases between the animal and the human is called the zoonosis. The disease is called the zoonotic disease. The zoonotic disease range from the mild to severe. Okay, sometimes is fatal to death. These zoonotic diseases are spread by the bacterium and the virus and some of the parasitic. Okay, zoonotic disease spread by the bacteria, virus, and some of the parasitic organism. Okay, in every year, the July 6th is to observe and celebrate the World Zoonosis Day. What is the motto of the Zoonosis Day? Zoonosis Day to create the awareness on the zoonotic diseases and how to prevent them and how to how to prevent them from this zoonotic disease. Okay, it's a clear. Next column. To move to next slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Next
Yes,
column.
sir.
Why? Given. This slide is important slide. The July 6th, the World Zoonotic Day. Why the Zoonotic Day observed? The zoonosis diseases is called now the serious problem under the emerging diseases. The most of the emerging diseases are the zoonotic diseases. Approximately 60 to 70% of the emerging diseases are the zoonotic diseases. Okay, is it clear? In the 21st century is important. The 21st century is a lot of emerging diseases is coming. The out of this emerging the 100 out of this emerging disease, 75% of the emerging diseases is from the zoonotic diseases. Okay, the zoonotic diseases from the different sources. For example, some of the disease, example SARS, COVID-19, and avian influenza from the live animal market. Some of the disease from the HIV and Ebola from the wildlife hunting. Okay, example, some other form of diseases, COVID-19, rabies, and the avian influenza from the intensive wildlife farming. The some of the diseases from the domestic animal also. Example, Andra and the Nipah and avian influenza from the domestic animal. Okay, it's clear, right? What are the zoonotic diseases? What are the important zoonotic diseases represent into the pie chart in the Venn diagram? Venn diagram. They clearly understood what are this interrelate between the wild and the wild. The interrelated one is called the interrelated or interconnected to the wild animal and the domestic animal and the human. This is interrelating to the wild animal and the domestic animal and the human. Okay. Some of the diseases, example, Lyme diseases, monkeypox diseases, hantavirus, and Ebola and SARS viruses are related to these diseases are related to the wild animal and human. Some diseases, example, the bovine spongiencephalopathy and Escherichia coli and the cowpox and rift in between the human and livestock or domestic animal. But in the rabies, West Nile virus, tuberculosis, anthrax, pneumonia, salmonellosis, avian influenza, these are diseases are interconnected to the wild animal, domestic animal, and the human. They explain one by one. Just introduction, just the each one line. Right? What is what each diseases. Okay. First one is called the Lyme diseases. The Lyme diseases is a tick-borne tick. Lyme diseases is a tick-borne illness caused by the bacterium. Okay, the Lyme diseases is caused by the bacterium. The bacterium is from the causative agent from the tick-borne illness caused by the bacterium. This causative agent name is the Boricilla burdussoferi. Okay, Bordusella. Okay, these main sources from the deer tick carry the bacteria. They are carrying, which one is the carrier? A deer. Deer is the carry this pathogen. Okay, clear up? Which one is clear? It's called Lyme disease. Lyme disease is a tick-borne illness caused by the bacterium. Which bacterium? Borrelia burgdorferi, Brugdorferi, Borrelia species. Okay, simply is called the Borrelia species. This main causative causin spread from the deer tick. Okay, it's a clear. Doubt na kekla. Any doubt? You asking this? No problem.
No, sir, it's
Okay,
clear.
Lyme disease. The second one is called the monkeypox virus. Monkeypox diseases or monkeypox viruses is a rare smallpox-like diseases. Rare smallpox-like diseases is occur in the rainforest. Okay, anyone tell what is where it's present in the rainforest mostly? The last class I tell about the different type of forest.
Close
What is
to
the rainforest?
equator.
Okay,
Dry
what is the
forest,
rainforest?
Clo-
rainforest.
Close to equator.
Okay, very good one. This the monkeypox virus is a rare smallpox-like diseases occur mostly in the rainforest, especially in the central and western African part. Western and central and western African part. Why is called as the monkeypox virus? Is the very interesting fact. Why is called as the monkeypox virus means these viruses identified at the time of the monkey research. Okay, some of the people doing in the monkey research in this the Congo forest, at the time the diseases spread to the that researcher, that is called the monkeypox virus. Okay, these viruses the first identified in the 1958, but in 1970 only these viruses spread to the human in the south of in the African continent. The country name is called the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Okay, I again explain what the monkeypox virus means. Is the rare smallpox-like diseases. Is a viral diseases. Is mostly occur in the rainforest in the area of the central and western Africa. Why is called as the monkeypox viruses? The monkeypox these viruses identified at the time of during the time of the monkey research. That's why is called as the monkeypox viruses. The first identified in the 1958, but these viruses spread to human in the year 1970. The country name is the Democratic Republic of Congo, is the African continent. Okay. The third one is called the hantavirus. What is hantavirus? The hantavirus is a viral disease. The hantavirus is causing the disease known as the pulmonary syndrome. Hantavirus causing the pulmonary syndrome is a lung-related disorder. The hantavirus is causing the pulmonary syndrome is caused by the hantavirus. These viruses spread by them mostly by the rodents. Okay, clear? Okay, it's a hantavirus is a pulmonary is causing the pulmonary syndrome is caused by the hantavirus. The spread by the rodents. Okay, so next one is called the Ebola. The Ebola is called is a type of Ebola is a hemorrhagic fever. Ebola is called is a type of symptom is called the Ebola hemorrhagic fever. The first identified in the 1976 near the Ebola river. Okay, that's why it's called as the Ebola virus. Okay, the Ebola virus first identified in the 1976 in the Ebola river. That's why it's naming for the Ebola virus in the Republic of the Congo, in the African continent. Okay, these Ebola virus spread from the direct contact from the body fluid of the animal. Okay, spread from only the direct contact through the body fluid of the animal. These Ebola virus affect in the human and non-human primates. What are the non-human primates? Example, monkeys and gorillas and chimpanzees. Is it clear? Okay. The next one is called the SARS virus. What is the SARS? What is the meaning of SARS? Severe acute respiratory syndrome. It's a very popular term nowadays. The SARS means severe acute respiratory syndrome. It's causing the respiratory illness. What is the causative agent? It's caused by the is a one type of the coronavirus. Okay. What does the SARS mean? Severe acute respiratory syndrome. The short form is called the SARS. Is causing the respiratory illness. These SARS is caused by the one type of the coronavirus. The SARS viruses, the first identified in the year 2003 in the China. Okay, next one. What's the rabies? There is the rabies. Rabies is the viral disease. Rabies is spread from the saliva of the infected animal, mainly from the stray dogs. Okay, street dogs. Okay, that is called the rabies. Next one is a next one is called the West Nile virus. West Nile virus is a leading cause of
Sir, one question, sir. This is
oh, yes,
Akhil.
yes, yes.
Sir, can you share examples of few animals which will cause rabies?
Which one? Which disease?
Few animals through which we can contract rabies?
Example.
Yes, apart
Okay.
from dogs and
Okay.
cats.
This is the this is the introduction class, and the later class only I explain the all the details. Okay.
All right, clear, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, this is the introductory class. That's why I am telling the what is what. And the later in our syllabus, I explain the all the what is the causative agent, what is the transmission, what are the animals involving, what is the life cycle, what is the symptoms. I explain in the later. Okay, the just what is what. Okay, thank you. Next one, the West Nile virus is the leading cause of the diseases in the USA. Mainly, these diseases identified in the 1999. Okay, these diseases identified in the USA only. The 19 identified in the year 1999. The next one is called the tuberculosis. The tuberculosis is a bacterial disease. Okay, tuberculosis is a bacterial disease. It's caused by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, tuberculosis also causing the respiratory illness, mostly affected the lungs. Okay, tuberculosis not only present in the human, the tuberculosis caused by the animal. The tuberculosis causing by the animal, the type of bacterium is called the bovine TB or bovine tuberculosis. Okay, Mycobacterium bovine. Okay. Next one is called anthrax. Anthrax is what is anthrax? Anthrax is called the spore forming bacteria. Anthrax is the cause of the spore forming bacteria. Which is the causative agent? The bacillus anthrax is causing the anthrax. Okay. Right. Next one, tulomeria is a rabbit. Tulomeria is otherwise known as the rabbit fever or deer fly fever. That is called the tulomeria. Is caused by bacterium. That bacterium is called the Fancilia tularensis. புரியுதா? Fancilia tularensis. Okay, next one is called the plague. Which, anyone tell which is the causative agent of plague?
Rats.
Rat is
Rats.
causative agent. Thank you for your answering, but the rabbit is not a correct answer. Rat is not a correct answer. What is the causative agent?
Rabies
So
virus.
Yersinia pestis.
Yersinia pestis. Yersinia pestis is called the causative
Yersinia
agent.
pestis. Yes, sir.
The rat is only the host. Okay, what is the causative
So
agent is
vector.
called Yersinia pestis. Okay, the plague is the important zoonotic diseases and not only the zoonotic diseases, it is causing the pandemic in our history. Okay, it's have a severe pandemic the different time you causing the severe pandemic disease. Okay, the plague is the different type. The plague is the three important type of the plague diseases. One is called the bubonic plague, and the septicemic plague, and the pneumonic plague. Okay, what is the infected? How the plague is spread from the infected fleas. Okay, right. Next one. And what is the next one? It's called salmonellosis. What is salmonellosis? Salmonellosis is caused by salmonellosis is caused by the salmonella bacteria. It's a bacterial disease. Okay. The salmonellosis is caused by the salmonella bacteria. From these diseases spread from the or origin from the contaminated food and water. Okay, this salmonellosis spread from the contaminated food and water. The salmonellosis is caused by the salmonella bacteria. Okay, what is next one is called avian influenza. The avian influenza is otherwise known as H5N1. Okay, the avian influenza, otherwise known as H5N1. These primarily infect, the avian influenza primarily infect the birds and also infect the human. Okay, next one. Next one is called the brucellosis. Brucellosis is a bacterial disease. This disease, the spread from the unpasteurized dairy product. Okay, brucellosis is called the bacterial disease. This disease spread from the unpasteurized dairy milk, unprocessed milk. Okay, unprocessed milk or otherwise unpasteurized milk only the brucellosis are spreading. Okay, next one. Next one is called the bovine spongiosum encephalopathy. The bovine means animal. Okay. Encephalopathy means neurological disorder. Encephalopathy means neurological disorder. This bovine spongium encephalopathy is otherwise known as the mad cow disease. Okay. The bovine spongiosum encephalopathy, or otherwise known as the mad cow disease, these affect the, this is the one of the brain disorders, affect the brain. Okay, what is the causative agent of this? The causative agent of this disease is called as the prions. Anyone tell what is prion? Prion. What is prion?
So they are the only the proteins structures. They are even smaller than the viruses.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. What is prion? Is that the prion is a type of protein. What type of protein is a misfolded protein? Okay, prion is a protein. The what type of protein is called the misfolded protein? The misfolding of the protein is caused with the causing the severe disease in a, okay, in the this some of the prion disease also is a chronic wasting disease. Also is the prions also causing the chronic wasting diseases. These diseases spread from the deceased meat. Okay, diseased in the front, the diseases spread from the deceased meat only. Okay, it's a clear. Bovine spongiosum encephalopathy is otherwise known as the mad cow disease. It is mainly affecting into the, this is also known as the brain disorder. What is the causative agent? It's called the prion. What is prion? The prion means it's a type of protein molecule. What is the protein? What type of protein is a misfolded protein is causing the severe disease or severe damage to the brain. Okay, how it diseases spread from, these diseases spread from the diseased meat. Okay, right. Next one. What is Escherichia coli? Escherichia coli is a short form is called the E. coli. E. coli is called the, anyone tell E. coli is a gram negative or gram positive bacteria?
It's a gram-negative bacteria.
Very good, very good. E. coli is a 1 minute. You know, one person is dying. Wait. Okay, fine. E. coli, very good. E. coli is a gram-negative bacteria. E. coli is a gram-negative bacteria and coliform bacteria. Okay, where it's found in our, in human? E. coli. E. coli where is found in human?
Small intestine.
So
A
in the
small intestine.
intestine.
Very good. Small intestine
Small
and
intestine.
specifically found in the lower intestine. Okay, this is small intestine. Very good. It's found in the small intestine. These where the E. coli present into the most of the intestine of the warm-blooded animal. What are the warm-blooded animal? What is the
Or
warm-blooded
Like
example,
animal?
mammals,
mole.
mammals.
What? Ah, yes.
So the mammals, like us, human.
Mammals, only mammals?
No, sir. Then birds also.
Ah, very
Avians.
good, very good. Birds and mammals is a warm-blooded animal. What is the warm-blooded animal? That body temperature is constant. Body temperature is constant, not changing, depends on the environment. Okay. So always the body temperature is constant. Example, the human 98.4 degrees Celsius, 96 degrees Celsius. The body temperature is always constant. That is called the warm-blooded animal. Okay, what is the other name is called the cold-blooded animals, means the body temperature changing depends on the environmental condition. Okay, that is called the cold-blooded animal. Example, reptiles and amphibians. Come on, okay. Right. The Escherichia coli is only found in the lower intestine of the warm-blooded animals. Okay, mainly the birds and the mammals. Okay, next one is called the cowpox. What is cowpox? The cowpox is these diseases affecting in the from the cattle. From the cattle to the disease spread from the cattle to the human. Okay. Next one, the Rift Valley. Rift one is called the Rift Valley fever. What is Rift Valley fever? Rift Valley fever is called the viral. Is one of the viral disease. Is called mainly spread from the arthropod-borne virus disease. Okay. Rift Rift Valley fever means is a viral diseases. Is the causative agent the mainly spread by the arthropod-borne viral disease spread by the mosquito. Okay. Rift Valley fever is spread by the arthropod-borne viral disease spread by the mosquito. Is mostly from the mostly affected is called the buffalo. Okay, from the buffalo only, from the buffalo to transmitted to the human. Okay, okay, it's a clear. You have any doubt in this slide? At least you know the what is what. Okay, you have any
Yes, sir.
doubt? Otherwise, moving to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Right. Next one. What is the zoonotic disease national concern? The US. The top zoonotic disease in the US. This just I listed out. The top zoonotic disease in the US. What is the zoonotic influenza, salmonellosis, West Nile virus, plague, emerging SARS and corona, rabies, brucellosis, and like the top and leading zoonotic disease in the US. Okay, just okay. This is the mapping of the zoonotic disease. What is the geological distribution? What is the geological distribution of the zoonotic diseases? Here in the right hand side is the severity of the disease, the pattern based on the color pattern. Okay, this is the green color, light yellow color, and the green color is called the low level of the zoonotic diseases. In the blue color, the top is 90. The blue color region or the pink region is called the highly spreading of the zoonotic diseases. If you see, to observe this map, world map, the green color, light green or the pale green color, the zoonotic disease has the less prevalence in this area. What are the less prevalent area? Mostly in Australia, and is clear. It clearly indicate the desert region. Mostly the green shade is present into the desert area. Example for in African continent is called the Sahara Desert. In the Australia is Raja. Which desert is present in Australia? Anyone tell? Which desert present in Australia?
Sir, Atacama.
Atacama Desert is correct? No, it's wrong answer. Atacama is South America, nearby Chile area. In Australia, which desert?
Sir, Tasmanian Desert.
Which one?
Sir, Great Sandy Desert.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Okay, in China, which desert?
Kofi, sir.
Which one?
Kofi.
Gobi Desert in China. Okay, right. What are anyone tell what are the cold desert? Please naming the cold desert.
So, which is always covered with the snow, like Leh, Ladakh, upper regions of Ladakh.
Okay, mostly the Arctic and Antarctic region is called
Yes,
the
the Arctic
cold desert.
Arctic
Okay,
region.
so clear? Okay, Arctic and Antarctic region is called the cold desert. Okay, right. You see the geographical mapping mostly for the green color in the Australian part and the Sahara Desert part and Arctic region, especially in the Greenland. That is called the Greenland. The Arctic region is only the zoonotic disease prevalence is very less. In the inner side of the continent, example the Asia and Asia in the North America continent, especially in the USA and the Mexico region is called the zoonotic diseases most prevalent. Okay, is it clear? Moving to next slide. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Okay, well, that is the prevalent of the zoonotic disease in the India also. This clearly indicate that one point is important point in this slide. The zoonotic disease are in not only India and any world, The deforestation is the deforestation impact the zoonotic disease. Okay, the deforestation increases. The deforestation increases, then only the zoonotic disease also increases. Okay, this is the sample for it. Okay. The next question. Just one. You read the today presentation. Is the first question is what are the zoonotic diseases? Is already know is explained. Second question. Just I explain the second question. What is the definition of the zoonotic disease? What is the definition of the zoonosis or zoonotic disease? The word zoonosis is the what is the plural meaning is a zoonosis. The word zoonosis, the plural meaning is zoonosis, was introduced by Rudolf Virchow in the 1819 to include. Anyone tell the is already is known about the is a very famous name. Anyone tell what is the Rudolf Virchow's the contribution in biology other than zoonosis? Just remember.
Sir, pathology, sir. In
Just
pathology.
you remember. All students just remember in your cell biology class. Previous cell biology class.
See,
That's a worksheet.
sir, excuse me, sir.
Ah, yes, yes.
Sir, he stated that one living organism give birth to other living organisms, and there is no organism that came spontaneously, sir.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Okay, okay. Then the Rudolf Virchow is the contribution, is the important contribution in the cell theory. Okay, cell theory. What is the study about the cell biology? What is cell? Define the cell. That is called the cell theory. Okay, Rudolf. The cell theory proposed by the three scientists. One botanist, one the zoologist. Anyone tell what is the one zoologist? What is the proposed the who proposed the cell theory? What is proposed the cell theory? One zoologist and one botanist. Sorry, I give the clue. Sheldon and Schwann. Sheldon and Schwann and Virchow. Three scientists combined to propose the cell theory. Okay, right. Okay, is the Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow is a German. Rudolf Virchow is a German physician and anthropologist and biologist, editor, writer, and so many talents. You have the so many talents. Okay, Adolf Virchow is called the German physician. He's a doctor. German Adolf Virchow is the German physician and anthropologist, the great biologist, and a great writer and a great editor. Okay, we have the so many talents. The Adolf Virchow is called also a father of the modern pathology. Adolf Virchow is called as the father of modern pathology. He is also the founder of the social medicine. Okay, he is a lot of contribution in the field of the medicine also. Okay, right. What does the zoonosis means? The word zoonosis is a plural. The zoonosis was introduced by the Rudolf Virchow in the 1880 to include collectively the disease shared in the nature by man and the animal. Okay, so involving into the man and the animal. Okay, the term zoonosis is coined by the Adolf Virchow. Okay, in later World Health Organization WHO in the 1959 only defined the zoonosis. What does the define? Those diseases and infections which are naturally transmitted between the vertebrate animal and the man. The diseases transmitted between the vertebrate animal and to the human. That is called the zoonosis. Okay, this is the definition of the zoonosis. Zoonosis means the word zoonosis is coined by the Adolf Virchow. Okay. Third question. Why zoonotic diseases are important? Why the zoonotic diseases are important? At present, the 70%, you see the picture, why the zoonotic disease is important? The 60% of the existing human infection disease are the zoonotic. 60% of the human existing infections from the zoonotic diseases. Out of the 70% of the emerging infection disease, what is the emerging infecting disease? Forming the new one at the timely time emerging. Example, COVID-19 also is the emerging disease. Okay, the forming the new diseases, that is called emerging diseases. The emerging disease, 70% of the emerging diseases is called from the zoonotic diseases. 80% of the agent with the potential bioterrorism, 80% of the bioterrorist organism is the zoonotic one. Okay, and then the 5 new diseases appear every year. 3 are from the animal origin. It's clear? Any doubt? Any doubt? Why the zoonotic disease are important? The 60% of the existing human infective diseases from the zoonosis. The 70% of the emerging infective diseases from the zoonosis. 80% of the bioterroristic organism, bioterroristic sources is the zoonotics. Each year, 5 diseases appear. Out of 5, the 3 from the zoonosis. Okay, right.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Hello.
Can you explain a little more on the 80% bioterrestrial? What does that mean, sir? What exactly?
Mainly, what is a bioterrorist? Bioterrorism is important. Is the example. I give the one example is anthrax. Anthrax is the important is the bioterrorism. The is spread from the in the 1970s. The bioterrorism concept are introduced at the time of 1970s in the USA using the Vietnam War. The anthrax using at the time of the Vietnam War, the USA in the 1970s.
So it's just like a biowar, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
It's like a biowar.
Biowar means the anthrax is in the powder form. For 10 years back, you know the one message from the anthrax is occur in the powder form. The powder form sent to the parcel. Send to the parcel. You open the poster. You open the parcel to inhale this anthrax. You affect it. That is called the bioterrorism. Okay.
Yes, got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next, Parma. What are the zoonotic diseases is the fact. At present, there are the 300 zoonotic diseases. The scientists identified the more than 300 zoonotic diseases are identified by scientists at present. Okay, more than only how many zoonotic diseases are identified? More than 300 zoonotic diseases are identified. These zoonotic diseases are caused by the different sources. Some of the mainly the bacteria and the fungi and prions and the parasites. Mostly by the viral diseases, viruses, bacteria, parasite, fungal, and the prions. Okay. Out of them, the 13 out of 200 zoonotic is caused by the 2.4 billion death and globally. Globally, the zoonotic diseases caused by the 2.4 billion death and globally. Okay. Out of 3 out of 5 new emerging diseases each year from the zoonotics. At present is a pandemic situation. It severely affected the SARS-CoV-19. The SARS-CoV-19 also is one of the zoonotic diseases. Okay, is there causing the respiratory illness syndrome. Okay, but the origin is the debatable. This origin from the China or not the clear-cut data. But the SARS and the COVID-19 is spread from the animal source. Okay, this is called one of the zoonotic diseases is causing the severe pandemic. Okay. Next one. Who transmits the zoonosis? What are the zoonosis transmits in between the different animals? Not only the farm animals, wild animals, and going to spread to the vectors also. Okay, who transmits the zoonosis? Okay. First one, what are the farm animals? The cattle, buffalo, sheep, goats, swine, cats, dogs, and camel, poultry, and in the humans also. And the wild animal example, rat, mice, squirrels, raccoon, foxes, and migratory birds, and other sources. In the vector borne, some mosquito, tick, lice, fleas, house, fleas, and the insect. This is the sources and the spreading of the zoonotic disease. Okay. Fine. Next. Who are the risk in human? Who are at the risk in human? What are the risk people? What are the risk people? The population at the risk. Example, infant people. Infants. Infant means the young age people. Infant and the children below 5 years and the pregnant woman, the people undergoing the chemotherapy or the cancer patient, people in the COVID-19 also severely affecting the chemotherapy people. Okay, the people undergoing the chemotherapy, people with the organ transplant. Why the zoonotic diseases easily affect the transplant people? Anyone?
Sir,
Sir, they will use some
because they
kind
are
of steroids and all, sir.
Which one?
because they are
Steroids
given
and some other medicines
immunosuppressant
which
Again,
will
drugs.
again, I am
suppress
not clear. Okay,
immunity.
it's not
So
clear.
they are
Again, again.
sir, they are given immunosuppressant drugs.
Ah,
Their
very good,
immune
very
system
good.
is suppressed.
Okay, okay. It's the organ transplant. The time of organ transplant using the immunosuppressive drug, sedative drugs and immunosuppressive drug. Immunosuppressive drug only, or immunosuppressive drug are the suppress our immune system. Suppress our immune system only to accept the other tissue or other kidneys. Example, transplantation mainly used for the kidney. Example, kidney transplant. The kidney is called in our body, the kidney is called the outside sources. Then only our body reject the tissue. To suppress our immune system, then only the transplanted is through transplant, then only accept in our body. Okay, the sedative drugs and the immunosuppressive drugs. That time there is our immune system is suppressed. Okay. Other people with HIV and AIDS and the elder people also, they are easily affected to the zoonotic diseases. What are the most effective groups? Mostly the farmers. Farmers and livestock owner and occupational groups are directly or indirectly related to animals. Okay, that's only the farmers and the livestock owner and occupational group directly are involving into the farm animals. Okay, that is the easily affected. Then the frequent contact with the domestic and the wild animals. These groups are the highly risky people. Okay, next one. Who are at risk in the animals? Who are at risk in the animal? Immunosuppressed animal, high yielder, reptiles, chick and ducklings, puppies, kitten, less than 6 months, and animals with the diarrhea and exotic and wild animals. What are the animals are the easily affect are the risk sources? Immunosuppressed animal, high yielder animal, and reptiles, chickens, chicks and ducklings, puppies and kittens, and animals with the diarrhea and exotic and wild animals are easily high risk that regarding the zoonotic disease. Okay. Next, moving to the what is the current contest? What is the current contest and the current debate on the zoonotic diseases? Nowadays the zoonotic disease is important, and the World Health Organization and the most of the countries are focusing on the zoonotic diseases. And most of the diseases are spread from the zoonotic diseases. Okay, the zoonotic disease, the high-level expert panel has been created by the WHO, World Health Organization. They created the high-level expert panel. The panel name is called the One Health. Okay, the high-level panel committee name is called the One Health. The One Health, this the main aim of this panel is to study the surveillance framework or the global level. Surveillance means the data. What is the global survey? Global survey, how the zoonotic diseases are spread to the around the globe. You data collect to the entire globe. That is called the first one. But they give the some suggestion and some formulation how to prevent, how to reduce, and how to diagnose this zoonotic disease. Okay, this is the current debate. So the World Health Organization that create the panel name is One Health. I explain the next slide. What is the One Health? What is the importance of the One Health? What is the importance of the One Health? These people who protect the human, animals, and environmental health and other partners. Protect from the One Health means the coordinating and communicating and collaborating. This is the three motto of the One Health. The coordinating of the different people and the different countries, and the communicating with the coordinating and the communicating and the collaborating with the different countries and the around the globe. Okay, that is the motto of the One Health, to prevent and control and reduce the zoonotic disease. Next question. Why the zoonosis is the international problem? Now zoonosis is on the national problem. The zoonosis is the international problem. Why the zoonosis is the international problem? Historically, zoonotic diseases had a tremendous impact on the evolution of the man. Zoonotic diseases, the tremendous impact on evolution of man, especially those cultivated for the food and the clothes. This is the evolutionary point of view. The zoonotic disease had a tremendous impact on the human evolution, mainly for the cultural and social evolution. Cultural and social evolution. Then we'll go to cultural and social evolution. The man domesticated in the animal. Starting the domesticated animal, from the domesticated only the zoonotic diseases spread from the domesticated animal to the human. Okay, and that's why the domesticated is called the zoonotic is called the international problem. Next point. Zoonosis are among the most frequent and dread risk to the which mankind is exposed. Now, example, now facing the severe problem is SARS-CoV-19. SARS-CoV-19 is also a zoonotic disease. That's why the world focusing on the zoonotic diseases. This is zoonotic, the corona is here, our problem only, it's the entire globe. That is called the pandemic. Okay, zoonosis are among the most frequent and dreaded risk to which a mankind. Example, you causing the pandemic. Example, COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, zoonosis occur throughout the world that transcending the natural boundaries. The corona only in the China is not cross the boundaries of the China. From the China to India to spread to the entire globe. That is called the power of the zoonotic. That's why the zoonotic disease is called the national problem. Not only the national problem, it's a global problem, or that is called the global emergency. Okay. Their important effect of the global economy. For example, the COVID-19. The COVID-19 affect the world economy, reduce the global economy and the health also. So COVID-19 affect the global economy and the health also. For example, in India, the Indian economy is the worstly affected. The Indian economy go back to 1970s. Indian economy is called the go back to 1970s. The Indian economy, the growth rate is minus 18. India growth rate is minus 18. Before COVID-19, at the time of in the 2009 and 2010 is the golden period of India. The golden period of not only India, the golden period of the global. In the 2009 and in between the 2006 to the 2006 or 2019, the Indian growth rate is nearly the 9%, around the 9%. At the same time, the China growth rate at the time of 2006 and 2007, the China growth rate is nearly the 14%. And at the time of in the USA, at the time the growth rate is 3.5%. The USA 3.5%. In the China, the growth rate is 14%, and the Indian, the growth rate is nearly the 9.5 or nearly around the 10%. Now the China growth rate is nearly the 3%. In India, the growth rate is minus. The China in the US also the nearly 0.5% or nearly 1%. That's why I am telling the point is the coronavirus affect the not only health to severely affect the global economy. Okay, that's why the zoonotic diseases is called not the national problem, it is the global problem. That's why it's called the global emergency. Okay. It is the same one. Okay. Zoonosis, now the zoonosis is called as the emerging problem. Okay. Now time is 8 o'clock. Okay, just for 10 minutes I complete this session. Okay. Now the zoonosis is on the emerging problem. Why the zoonosis is the emerging problem? In the last two decades, especially in the 21st century. The 21st century, it emerged a lot of emerging diseases. And out of emerging diseases, nearly the 80% of the emerging diseases from the zoonotic diseases. That's why the zoonotic diseases is called the emerging problem now. Okay. Why the zoonotic diseases emerging in the 21st century? The 21st century because of the ecological changes and the climatic changes, especially the urbanization, industrialization, and the diminishing proportion of the person working in the so-called the primary sector. Why the zoonotic disease emerging in the 21st century means mainly the urbanization, industrialization, and the reducing force of the primary sector. Okay. In the last 20 years, they shared given last point, most of the infection of the man that have been discovered in the last 20 years in the 21st century are shared with lower animal and a number of other diseases previously thought to be limited to man have now been found to the zoonosis. Okay, the last 20 years, especially in the 21st century, most of the diseases, most of the emerging diseases from the zoonotic diseases. That's why the zoonosis is now is called the emerging problem, the global level. Okay, what is the reference? May be made the various type of diseases emerging in the 21st century: encephalitis, the encephalitic meningitis, capillary disease, and Ebola, SARS, and hantavirus, and the monkeypox virus in the emerging in the 21st century. Among these viruses recognized today as particularly important, some of the already noted: anthrax, plagues, brucella, the tuberculosis, and some of them. Okay, we stop this session. Next class I continue with the remaining portion. You have any doubt? Today,
Thank
what
you,
is
sir.
zoonosis? What is zoonosis? What are the diseases causing for zoonosis? Why the zoonotic diseases are important? Why the world mainly focusing on zoonotic disease? That's why I'm explaining this session. Next class, what is the classification of the zoonotic diseases in the next class? It's a clear?
Yes, sir.
You have any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
No. Okay. Our class is useful?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Excellent, useful, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. You just a minute. I feed a feedback form. Just a minute. Dear students, all should kindly fill the feedback form.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you put the same in the WhatsApp group, sir?
Sir, it is saying that you have already responded to this feedback form, sir.
Oh, it's already.
Sir, kindly check the link that you have given because it is saying that it has already been given.
Okay, 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 okay. I will check.